This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV so ne yema mo nyina kwa ba fambra so na Odo Broni issue no one Akosua Serwaa judge ne say draw lawyer Obiri Boahen so obi a ye ba mra wa ben omo ye pa woni mu ye ye beti lawyer Obiri Boahen side of judgment what the tudwa ye beti lawyer Obiri Boahen side wo ye no so efri ho a MPP mu na koso MPP mun se bebre ekoso ba omia Kennedy fight no still na edaso ewo lawyer Obiri Boahen akasa dia fa enso ho Lithium 5% MPP esenye because omo ho no omo ye se Ghana fo benya 10% NDC buyer Collins that the day nim explain say 10% no ye illegal na 5% no omo wanya maye no na ye legal Kaish and ye odi enti lawyer Obiri Boahen ene afi Oheneba no msema mkadefa
that one the Bimpoma and Yapokuno are saying that look yai akamfo no abusuano yewom twetwomtwo
yes
na yewom ntete niwama so the Yapoku and Bimpoma are saying that lumba ye
omune oso mu ye
bano baye
gomuna ye abusuafo
twetwomtwo niwama san ya abantinsu ni mabi and that is going to another new dimension kura baba beti obere baba ye 16 for 18 for 19 for me tell me
na say ye ntimi nya December
dem nkasaye mpato
okay men kan say o ba sam no mu di akono say ye di asam na wie a
when ye
ntimi nya ye no
yeah because you see they are saying that it is the Yapoku Lumba Wafanimpo
should be the rightful Abusuapanyi.
And to them, they are saying that he's the head of the immediate maternal family. And that Abusuapanyi no kodia dance ma Odo Broni no. Oh yeah, tentene. Abusuapanyi no tentene.
External family.
External muwa. And therefore, by the Akan tradition and Akan custom, it is the immediate maternal family of Lumba, headed by Yapoku, who has that responsibility to organize the funeral of Daddy Lumba. And they have applied for another interlocutory injunction to injunct Abusuapanyi no kodi adanse ma Odo Broni no. And in all cases,
Ade abusuafo yi, de me yi ni say, mo di asema ko court. Mo sign ahimfie ho di asema ko court. Mo di akọ back to ahimfie. Mo asa akọ court.
Me kra
na de mo yam hui.
Me kra na was surprised so that is the American law no na me di we fam. Because
me
pelumba
judgment na ba nra no. Me de na me wo team no Odo Broni.
Me
comment for now. I want to have a feel of the judgment, read it before I can make an opinion about it.
Okay.
Because these are interesting times, and I make say Lumba successfully wrote his name in the music industry as a legend. Now, successfully, what's happening there about Ghana Law Report?
But I believe that,
and he will be quoted. So the case
will
be quoted from days to come. They say the amount of money my certificate.
No, but see, I've been following among force. I mean, you must say, I'm in Penica because you know, I'm in Penica. But you see, the law is that each case must be considered on its own merit.
Its own merit.
Yeah. So
it is not generally applicable to
every case.
Other subsequent cases. Okay.
More memman and mana mosu memman and man so mohim a francano memman and maya noa more bodom mufrangara nemuswa mufra brisino mamon kase lumba diano sa judge na kan seya
e chebuso bisi asana
and sada because the judge assigned reasons why she
Tell me say especially Osaya Oba.
Yeah,
what make it this
the judge assigned reasons why she thought.
To me, person me that judgment didn't read
you. So for me, I don't want to, but once I'm told said they have filed an appeal. But I mean, I'm so much particular about the current
injunction application.
Yeah, because it looks like we need to be very careful in this society, the accounts. And you know, for far too long, we are abusing Adidie.
Yeah.
We are abusing Adidie. So be what? Therefore be Efrebusiano, baby biama, wabediade. It is dangerous. My position is that it should always be the immediate family relation. It is very, very important. So now, with Sa Amanson Yabaya Nano and day, Abasavo Abusha Penny,
confuse
to Basina Savo Bank and so.
Sir,
but a bank and Uncle home. Now I think it's car bank.
Bank does him say.
Lumba Foundation is can honor. So they don't want the money. So
and what for say abroad Francis there be say asemino Luba asemino I think the 14th and on here TV obo koko say man na we mu ya marriage certificate no and simple easy say ukra marriage certificate ntino waja wari akwatena baby na obaby abetena kunu obabre no ho
in one case
it can be like considered we judgment in the eyes of the Abronia kind of
the judge also assigned reasons why she also was of the opinion say certificate krampa mpo sojitum krampa mpo wanyantum ojitum but say it was not notarized this and this but mpo certificate the judge assigned reasons why so bisu banyano dondwa she qualifies to be considered as a wife.
We say a football and Quebec as a training development fee. Any ejabo Odo Broni no.
I don't want us to. And that, but in the end, who say, "Baby, dear child, come to Quabe."
Hey,
what does
and now grow.
So the
and now them say and yes it Akosua Serwaa for no. Omo the machines. Omo she machines a good care mo ko yegu say omo di bi ma. Komu bo jams wo court na nim ho.
Asa. That's all.
Ghana the increase stress could be
I mean in particular means as a sociologist, anthropologist and historian. I'm particular about judgment nearby and fine. We also say if you are not a member of the immediate maternal family, can you organize the funeral of Lumba? You understand? Where ya poku ane bempomane say look yen bempomane say minim nuewu bibedi ade a me bempomane me ba onim sa bempomane ba ana bempomane nuama no biba ba ene be fre ofe Lumba wo fa no oni bedi ade and therefore ya ye be yie ye ni Lumba court no the man mienu benya kuna we agree we don't want to dispute this because after all we were not parties we agree. Be a bay so bimpomane bimpomamba, any bimpoman yamano, any bemma, any yapoku say, Mimwa fasia panum, any Lumba, Minya baba, any Lumba. Ya.
I have not Odo Broni be a cosio. Say, I was a penny yapuku, and over confused you so I heard Chira Bohoka, Akra near my besine. Is that Akosua Serwaa koya Odo Broni so be hechi kra ya na ya gina tum say
no you see the Akosua Serwaa one the rate was not issued by the family and therefore you cannot blame Yapoku and Bempoma. They were not parties.
Yes,
they were not parties. They were not parties.
We're a super legend.
You see what I'm saying? They were not parties, and therefore you cannot say now say Yapoku motion for join that to join, ya poko kuja kwa emotion say Serwaa ni Odo Broni ne be kaba se hwan ye yire hwan ne nya yire no bia so mfre bi ya poko so media dance here. Anyway, so this morning mama
anyway
then the last one me kwadi ama me akwamu die no
akwamu yes last week okay
so say maka che say kwawu die no de dasebra akuamu aboaten in law he is the chief validly selected, elected, nominated, installed, and gazetted. And he is the chief. He's the paramount chief of Kau. And as far as the law is concerned, the law is on his side. Maybe the substantive matter, no. Why would you make it no? Oheneba. Mami we akwamudia no na me we akwamudia mention about history and law bi o kitwa bi because Ghana same here about history and law no here. Now like I said, Yansan, a Yansare family in Akwamu, and then Yabutri. There was even a point in time where Obibe dia Konyano, Ewa Kwamua, non can Yabutra Bushian, non can Yansare so Abushian. And interestingly, no, Onukra and Anamami was from Yaeve. But in the papa and every Yabutra Bushian. Na Obedia Konyano. That is place where I'm from 1733 to 1992. No, for Kasianwa, yeah, answer Abusian. And that the Akwamu Adriana and Yinawase family, Atimokwa family, Ababaye Esumija Fono. Benny by Yansere Abadi Kofia Koto Dia Kunyano. But the Yabo family no Yabuabo, like I said, they call on Nibirim to like the Abuabo people. And there were about 3 or 4 groups who were there. So that talks about the Akwamus. So whether it is Yabo or whether it is Yansere, Ayadiana.
Okay.
That is one thing. Now, next topic be a Baba look. Next time me ba, what we say? What we can tam Emma was set process of disturment money ye in law. Me can bant my hand and choma. Mentam no. Me can bant my hand and choma. Sakonya would ye. It is a process.
Okay.
Me can otum front and cassia. Saudi akonya ye. It is a process. Our sunyana domasia. I say number 2 meka domasi kwasiada na bekum kwa mnachire no. It is a process in the chieftaincy, especially among the accounts. It's a process.
Is that the way initiate asem court?
It is our initiate asem court, and that people don't know. So sometimes the argument is say okay meka tepa bako ya meka dia nkwanta fiada meka pecheb mpete ni breme meka asuboy ya wada anu ntanu dia bebre meka tafo henenwa
kuma se tafo
ya
nenwa
ya antafo
nenwa de rai
baby tafo hene dia no emu ye deep is that it will take me more than 1 hour just to tafo hene ntam no it will take you more than 1 hour.
I see.
Yes. Tafo hene unlike
let's have a day to deal with this entam and the reasons behind and then what goes into it. I think we should have a day, one day.
Right. Like achima bwakwa ono ne de mpete
mpete ene de
ahi hini bi wo ha oyare pete.
Okay. Mpete
ne be man kwatena baabi no wuye ntam no bia ni ho akanfo no bia ni ho ne ntam no oyekwa
izasema
asankese tapale ala baako ya tapade no bia nkwata re fiada
tafonwa
and that tafonwa this intam tafonwa is older than the formation of the Ashanti Kingdom in 1700.
Hey,
tafonwa Any chane asantemane of 1700.
I see.
Tafunwa, tafu. Bantamane chuma.
Bantuman chuma.
Abantuma heren chuma.
Chuma yede kobuchie.
Yede kobuchie. Mwadru papa. Kos domase kwasieda. Sa kwasieda ne beku kwamna kire.
No your hene.
No your hene. He was hanged here in Kumasi here. He fought on the side of Yasantua. He was one of the generals of Yasantua. He killed a lot of people during the Yasantua war. So he was captured 17th November 1900. He was captured in Atronie. He was hanged on Sunday. Monday, amnesty by Abroche Himade Benyano.
You couldn't consider no.
Couldn't consider
Monday night amnesty by
Abroche Himade Benyano.
Wow.
Yes, and history has it said that very day that was 24th, I think 24th November 1900. Etibaso Bantam no. Bechem mpeteni breme. So the next time I think we will use one whole because emudo enya half one kwa all over the Akan states.
Ntam.
Me Kobe Manti as at the front time back on no. What I say? When I said
we should have a day to look into
when I said it was
the genesis of this in Tam and then the reasons behind
when I said it was crossing the river private kunu. Who called to call him Kobe so Manti Obwa? Because I felt that
it was your boss.
Yeah, boss.
Me Kobe so
Manti. Kobe and so Manti.
I see.
Yes.
Yanko, yanim na fe yanko hwe. Ghana
City is simple. It is a hallmark of with you. Well, let me be.
You think he has not even had enough?
Debbie.
Oh, sir, the man in
Debbie. Professor Jampo and Collins Dauda.
Because Mampani the Mahama Pa.
He has been a huge disappointment.
Sir, if really he is in tune with what happens and the mood of the Ghanaian people, as well as from Jampo Ngwapamono.
Anya Professor Jampo Ngwa.
Bebre, nipa bebre.
No, because enema me my battery studio ha so be kaya. Me kai nese so yere wo anasa na me ne akyem. Amre Mahama Jam. Why are there? Me be ka ha emma wa mo kai Obiri Boahen Mahama Jam ampa. Me ka se Mahama Jam, Mahama why are there? Me kan ye. When Mahama agreed, sir, Obeko Burkina Faso, Obeko Niger, and Mali, because what was I don't care, and Nekufadonum time. Nana Nekufadonum ne Tidibunum ne Watara and say they will not welcome the soldiers.
Yeah.
Emma Mika said no, Niakufado ne Tinibuni Watara and I are wrong. They should welcome the soldiers. Eti Mahama kwa buy na tuari buy and maniji. Okwacho maniji ya mikasa Mahama ya die Mahama jam oti so kasa no. So I had confidence in Mahama, even anything at all, because about me when I cry I have confidence so mine ye nyina no yamaye but o hwe ne akoso no a me wira wa say na president Mahama wadan jampo dia be kan hwe. Look, when Collins Dauda no press conference
yeah,
it is a hallmark of dishonesty.
Collins Dauda.
The press conference.
10% was
Abuwa. Read my lips. Mra Abuwa. Just read my lips. Mra Abuwa. Collins Dauda no, he was under the old law. The old law no. The old law no set by within 5% to I think 5 or 6%. That was the old law. The current law is Act 995 of 2019. The current law is Act 995 of 2019. And the current law on mine and and set limitation. Collins Dauda, me wira ho ma pakatinga. Madam for panu, wa ma me wira ho. The press conference no kura no ye no. Wo se no ka se onyanhu ayini de so kaya. Look, mama before year we are cheap. Some African intellectuals, some African politicians, it is a for chamber abitie store. Because look, a very serious matter like this. Professor Jampo Diano, Mika say, a banking moon so, Ebian no Kofina Kunyan, Nana Hesojirenum, Brian Boabenum, Kofi of Osum Kansanum. There's the Bakubisu crab or so the prosperity.
Yeah.
Prosperity.
Yeah.
Also tropa. Yeah. Any PK support no. Ebiani be nya upon free me ho. Any woman ka ho. Any na no what the guiding. Boadu no. Yeah. Ebiani o nya upon. Now I
see Oji Samuel Bible.
I am telling you, the young ones in this. Go and look at 995 of 2019.
This guy, say equity or a lawyer, he graduated last year.
At 995 of 2019, no, and certain limit. And certain limit. And therefore, even 10% to crown say an MPP for air quadrino. Member Tanaka say a shot.
Which NDC for Musumo can say a shot.
Jump Pokoho, always shot. They took to the street, they demonstrated. Jump the a shot. Ocean Post should be crying in December, so October 4th, October 13th, 2024. December jumpo November jumpo ewoyano beresha am people for sisimu am people for yakronfo am people for yawudifo 10% who am people for me better studio haka say me Obiri Boahen 10% ni sha o ba ya o 5% Collins Dauda o say I don't am abuwa read my lips why would hear me go and tell Collins Dauda. So he's a huge disappointment. The current law no 995 of 2019 and certain limit. So the government of Ghana could have even gone for 15%. I am saying it and I'm repeating it. Me wira huama bibrem. Me wira huama mama central region. Me wira huama Ghana for. Me wira huama ewoya ohene ya madam for. Me wira huama mankasim for.
I am for now rejected 5% no.
Because I have power soon.
Because what me
but power soon.
I'm on power soon.
But you buy any more because I say I'm on 5 no.
I am for no more soon.
I can say about power soon. Why? Because you see, when the MPP fix it for 10%, you people told them, sir, MPP for short change you. Professor Jampo, now not in your can. All I know as a geologist. It's equality in some sabi I mean that
impunity, that arrogance.
I don't have arrogance no. Say arrogance no.
Just 11 months.
Arrogance no. Look, mature person, level-minded person who says, "Oh, I'm sorry.
I got it wrong. I apologize." But to go around and tell us, "Nenya geologist." In Sabunu. Now first now you're geologists. And this, President Mahama is comfortable to rule and run this country with some of these characters. Central Region 4, we are comfortable with this situation. Central Region, the whole Central Region. Because they use our way, maybe I MPP or NDC. MPP or NDC. Maybe idea be ye money, no, you see, common sense on the part of our leaders in Kraken say, Sabar in Indian company or Indian Australian company no bano. You do a carriage from Central Region to Takoradi. Social responsibility ye do a carriage. Welcome you. Some African politicians, some African intellectuals, what we any bonny for. You bring any Bonia Chen Machiavelli. You bring any Bonia Chen Mephistopheles. You bring any Bonia Chen Judas Iscariot. You bonny for. So in some kind of Central Region, but away. Any 5%, I calling that non-existent law.
a whole member of parliament, a member of the parliamentary committee, and then you were making reference to a non-existing law, and you were comfortable. Aday, before aday. Nyankopon to shada na boy ma be huna manesa na se den. Nyankopon, tell us something. So that is the way. And I'm saying it authoritatively, say, I am for any day. I am for no. You bet to Hanamo.
You want to go in to help?
Oh, sir, where I know. I call Benina, no money maker.
Oh, really?
Oh, yes. They started long ago. No, money maker. When the time I put in upon man, you pack also mission in Nano, Mantimian Kobe. You know, a wire is a substitute to a paramount too. It's a substitute to a paramount too. Now, why are you crua?
A wedding.
Aha, I would know. You can't do that. You can't cheat people like that. The whole central region NDC won. I do a fear. And then look at what has happened. And look at what is happening. And then the Mutimu Adresa, now calling to doubt the unfair. Wakwati to non-existing law. I mean, it's a it is like your budget yasemiya wo mokan. What new idea ba? Sa oforata budget no korano. Ye peje
na ya copy to say eno an ya copy word to word.
If President Mahama send ye misi eulogize no. Na senkesa na ogina so a nka by now ato forcing should be reshuffled to another ministry. Because President Mahama was disappointed. But you know, African politicians, African intellectuals, about no change at forcing. At forcing in Ninchuam. On Ninchuam. That is the problem. A MPP, a finance minister, MPs, Beko president, ho, Sassano, and for 1 whole year, President Antimian Sassano. Now, no, papa, are wrong. No disciplined society. Now, better my witnesses are MPs will go to president, finance minister, not even Belarus in Asia. Putin in Russia, ANC. Maduro in Venezuela, and ANC. North Korea, ANC. Now, MPs are catch the president, and for 1 year, the president couldn't reshuffle him. Actually, I said no reshuffle. Is that how to run a country? Is that how to deal with the human beings? Now, Mahama Soswaba, who finance minister, budget amosi anye, where the crowd, the more diabelim. What you say, Sakino? Nkwano de nyede. Chance no so very good. What did you say for my belim? A chance in. And you know, so MPP yapim, NDC yapim. One left ministry should be clear or no at all force and budget. Ministry should be clear any hot.
Say, Omu, a ministries in be few. If you also go as a Sunday, you know, but because or copy can for the end of the buy. And I'm not doing it. Who say, my dreaming is a energy ministry. Today it is energy and green transition. But because of copy it, no for energy ministry now.
Any serious president, any level-minded president, any president worth his salt, any president who is bent to deliver and come in Sakeno, but not Africa. Not Africa. No budget. Let's say you approve budget. No, Minister of Water and Sanitation. No. Anyhow. So what do we do?
And you discard me coin.
We have no Yankopon, Befa Mamin Kokra, and Amelia Kra de Macoma.
And Parliament approved it.
Parliament has approved it. Parliament has approved it.
Yeah, approve budget. Yeah, location for
water and sanitation.
Water and sanitation. Meanwhile, currently, you need a ministry for water and sanitation.
And this is about community. Budget
is where we are.
Yeah, budget is where we are.
Hey, Ghana for
no, but about one young people for I
agree with you.
Young people for you have a whole administrator of common fund. Now she was treating the common fund money, not to say her personal money.
And the sector minister complains.
And the sector minister complains. And the president never
acted
as he said, a sector minister went to Munya Jaiko. I will stand the NDC for NDC the way this is Assembly Common Fund, but it's by idea. And I would off my heart to the NDC Administrative Command. I may met to chairman. We MPP knew Dimatama and I have conscience, I have principles, I have morals. I must follow my conscience, my principles, and my morals. Niasa Kanumaka, and this administrator, and this idea, this is assemblies, municipal assemblies, Sikani Benya, Bebetim Yadia. But I mean, just to me, Chairman NDC. Nasa Bekoya budget, Timber fee, and Prima Diasa. Yani, I'm saying, does it make sense?
Well, Yanka, the Democracy Hub. When the Yabua, Lithium, no, and then Oliver Baker, Voma,
was okay.
They worry. I think that he's still in the cooler. And then Yemechipi in the coup in Guinea-Bissau.
Okay, good. Yeah, when the other. When I shot the regional minister. Okokasa baby.
Yeah.
Now no share up and down.
Yeah. That was around I think September thereof.
Yeah, 2024. Kurase for a friend up and down.
Up and down.
Move for pump be man.
They have very political suit.
As I am of yeah, Kurase 34. The friend up and down. Now
the words he used.
The words he used
on Dr. Bawumia
and Nanado. The words he used on Dr. Bawumia and Nanado. No biya nyanhwe
this character
nanne ono obiako kase woni eastern region and then I think central
western
region na se nipa no krase o I apologize na womo ame achen and ohwani obi interview no
yeah
and I no obi person not hey regional minister what we I don't know his legal advices. I don't know his legal advisors. They should have advised him immediately. Say, look, issue na ban obi frose kan hu bibia. Menkasa.
I listened to the interview and I was like, obi point my friend but I'm saying on the phone I busy because now me better me tine maybe as say or put on the spot and and also or prepare man say me friend me no be kasa on this issue.
Look at this, a whole regional minister.
So when put you on the spot pana or man prado this me friend on this issue no say man say response now then the regional minister has a problem.
Say edu baby sometimes you talk about Mr. Sabi arrogance no because me an advisor and come in say wa mo chie yaboa no and come make chance look so be frawo pe can say please direct it to my lawyer. The matter is with the police. No comment. That's just say no. One Oliver Backles. No, that didn't say mention Diana. Is this the very Ghana? And this for some can and this for Niamom is this the very Ghana? Is this the very people? When they took to the streets to demonstrate, Nyame kum Bawumia, Nyame kum Akufo-Addo, Nyame yewe, already yewo, and soon, Sab girl no law school, where is she now? I'm a governor, I'm a governor, so I'm a governor. So, because with them we are current, here they are Kokorafo. Look what is happening. And then this about power, near fit. No, be a can ya channel.
And I don't know whether a deliberate was a deal. And some of our party people are using the regional minister as a case in their campaign. Last time I told me I'm Papa Dr. Duchum, and I was like, I mean, really?
Duchum, you say,
sir, Dr. Duchum say
a symbol of perfection.
We heard the regional minister.
Symbol of perfection, no.
regional minister.
Adutwem symbol of perfection.
In 11 months, enipa ya bobu already hanum. It's numbering about 100. Daylight.
Adutwem symbol of perfection and regional minister.
I was surprised.
Adutwem symbol of perfection.
Dr. Adutwem on the castle way.
Adutwem appointed as minister of education.
The regional minister.
Adutwem.
Adutwem. This comics.
Adutwem the symbol of perfection. And regional minister. Manasa Zura Chua Dibi. Now, when you be anchored there, Manasa Zuru say, Dr. Baumia MPP for Munda Munyamiase. Near Tumo and near Fum, Dr. Baumia to throw down Yamiase. Say, Sana Mahu, no craft for and a woman, woman per wasem. First, no woman, woman, ye, Nuna, Bebrino, no woman per wasem. No woman and I'm home. Manas was zero. Otro nanso nra no pa anana no nyumre now
and I mean we say minia I think that Michelle when we start to scry Atik Muhammad so wrote something brief.
Yeah, I think was it Atik Commander.
Yeah,
that possibility
Atik Muhammad.
I
say if Dr. Baumia were ever in doubt regarding the group that cost him in the most, he has his answers now. Betrayal and treachery have special ways of manifesting themselves. I believe the MPP's internal contest has helped to reveal people's true identities and loyalties.
I take it all
conscience.
As a Manasseh Zero post 2 page a story bisa.
Yeah, Manasseh, I read it.
Yes. And now you see that was the time law comment.
KK Sapon. Now you see,
and
the party and go for so update you.
Lord comment KK
Sapon. And Lord comment supported Baumia. They have never supported Baumia. The last election they didn't support him. And you know, who you say, hey, Omu Ako Asumasi want to know Dr. Baumia Lusu Obia. When were they
Makumanu? Some Makumanu can.
Yeah, I don't know. I was confused because the former health minister. I don't know whether they were saying Ajimamenu.
Photo
the picture was McMahon. Yeah.
Are you worried about it? But okay, 2023, woman say yeah campaign and na ye ko ha. Mr. Dr. Baumia, would that sorry you Nyankopon aye da Nyankopon ase. Because say no na ma ye hu ni akoso na no mate say akua free and answer battle so constituency.
Yeah.
Dr. Baumia na o ma kan bom
if you could to share video no Facebook
Dr. Baumia wo mo akan bom. Dr. Baumia be win. He is going to win MPP promise. Na ye da Nyankopon ase. Ya kan no kora be ye da Nyankopon ase. E di Nyankopon yi ni tumi adi. Na Dr. Baumia wiya ho na ebe hu se na obesi ahihye wo campaign team. Ube hu wo ma obehihye wo for your campaign team. Enema kan obi akwabi o se kama Israel. O se kama Israel. Abranya for brofo o se give time some time. Kama Israel give time some time. Enema hu Babre Obi kratim kase the same Baumia yire ye fule. I know interestingly say ni pa nyina so no no ye nanado kuku dampa o womu ye nanado kuku dampa. Imagine somebody be an abstract of common fund for 8 solid years. For 8 solid years. And it wasn't easy.
They say I was consistently saying on this platform, say not all of us are yet to the campaign, you know, and the person winning election to the
until you say a man from your campaign, tell Dr. Baumia can say money. No one per Baumia. Maybe so. It's like this Wesley girls and then Cramofo issue, yeah. NDC ni bi communicator. I think Oyoba I say Dr. Bawumia 8 years now.
Oh yeah, he had an opportunity to make a firm decision.
Oh yeah, NDC communicator.
Yeah.
Or say a lawyer. I'm told so a lawyer. Sir NDC Penswa Sir Wesley Girls and in Cramofasama Bay. Say MPP pencil nebaya. Nkawanya NDC for buying site nipa. I'm on my block roads, all roads in the country. Now can some NDC for back can fan Cramofo no because of Dr. Bawumia. And some can DC for back can and some are so been back can a fan Cramofo because of Bawumia. And see Akosua Bawumia pencil. I see John Mahama. I see Professor Nanaje. All they say they were Muntiminka. And I saw for one they say no, or Muntiminka.
Then I call Wesley Girls, right? Okay. Or me Antoninka.
So I will be cast on me Antoninka. Look at what is happening. Oh no, on your vice president, Otini Baby. Now Wesley Girls. And this Wesley Girls issue, me have been always preaching for religious tolerance. We must learn to accommodate each other. And Sir President Mahama, a Thanksgiving service or Osu. Now one ma Osu ulom one ma amegunsa. Ayameya. One ma Osu ulomono ama amegunsa. Ayameya. You must respect the Osu people. You must respect their custom. Now one ma wamo ama megunsa. Na there's a more bias in favor of every Christians and Muslims. Okay, I grada Kobi no. Wana wan hwe. Onye osu Okobi. Onye osu bampako share. No one more sere. Now you see, you live in a country. Aye den nka say tokwa we aba. And Maya no ko Wesley Girls. Na se omo be Ramadana. Mana wa mo kitchen ho kra no benya mamefo bi ye kramuni. Nti mame we dia umma nti yesro aya brantem be ye take care of them. Ye wia no matter no se mo pon no numa ebo no me nsan wo pon kofi ne kodantem. Eye simple. We should learn that. We should people in St. James must also learn this. And I said that fact. Sankramofo ba no robebo mpaye mpre numu a. Manu so nkonko bo ne mpaye. Nka say St. James nti me manu mo mpaye. And say St. Hubert nti me manu mo ne mpaye. Just that the dressing no na say ne omdigu nkramofo man digu womtia. And they me no mo tiase. The dressing no there muka hijab anase eno de o ka mete wase. Let's respect Obia. I remember I said when we were in primary school some years back. Consider say ye kwasore uroman. Joda ye kwa no ba ye kwasore. Boy ba kwa kwasore. Baby say some kwasore na ma me ye comfort. Je master no bo no. Abesi ne mente ase da. If you say na ma me ye comfort, ana wo bo no sen. When na catch say Christosum ne nkramosom kwa na yesom wo wiase. Traditional African religion. It is because Osuma Papa, Chinaman, Antoine, Akonedi, Nogopo. What is wrong about that? That is the religious belief. That is the religious belief. Roman for Yako Grotto, Ameribia. Now, so Bijuko, a baby, a boy, no, but no for a bony biba. What is wrong about that? So, you see, Yanko Pano, Ocean and Nimunyam. And Yankopon be shaba umian munyam. Yankopon be shaba umian munyam. Ma mana kuman tutu. Ba umiachi ta fonso mo mama kuman tutu ka praba. Mon nye men semnidi from 1992 min koma mi shebia bam. Naja. Nipa na du babia na nipa boni ni. Min koma mi shebia bam. Mon mama ba mon tutu mon nyina pintin mon fanse mu bo mon kasa look ba umia ba wene na ba umia will come and reset Ghana anya wa ma reverse Ghana no this I don't call it reset, I call it reverse. Me who ya bibi na pa me reverse And once again, Mamina MPP minority for no ase. I don't know where about this Damafia Konoma campaign say how they say Babina Nano Tamale Pandai. Number more NDC MPC Sabika Frache. Mopa mon disqualify MPP for Manika to enter in parliament. Me am teach me sure
because
na ye yakwaso. Parliamentary contributions young.
Parliamentary debate on the 2026 budget lady. Minority na lecture majority ne papa.
Me chia say rekwese kunadu.
Fantastic.
Rekwese kunadu.
Fantastic.
And remember back when NDC ni bi kasa say ato is being economical. We not in Sabaha. Ato is being brief. Mahama is being brief. Me chia say look.
I listened to him and I was like,
and he was lecturing. He was lecturing them. Now, Fenya Mike is crying there, be a page way, be a paragraph way, be a page way, be a. Yeah, according in an NDC for.
I was told that at Marco Mensa here the submission, we know, majority for the Konobu and say, Okupulu Salet and because the finance minister said on 14th November already budget, and they say, I installed 1,900 street lights in our Ashanti region. Then at Marco Mensa here the submission, Okupulu let a buyer ministry nature the energy committee in parliament. Let on the 10th. And omubo regional ministers na man say afei and omube introduce contractors omube install street lights no and site on the 12th of November. And then 14th you come to parliament and you say you install 1,900 street lights. And even the letter now Admako Mensa Puli no the letter no energy ministry no equal to say Ashanti you the 920 neighbor.
But
and all this the Chinese you go to parliament and lie.
Na budget na mu kura budget the whole budget mu nyina inconsistencies and contradictions. And yet they have accepted the budget. Shame people from man contributions.
Yeah.
Savlugu ninu.
Savlugu.
Perfect. Tiwa. Perfect.
Tiwa East.
Abran sare dia kura dia na men nka.
Fantastic.
Fatu NDC from man ho. Never in the history of this country. Never. Let me say never in the history of this country since Don Diego de Azambuja. Never in the history of this country Don Diego de Azambuja and Nana Kwame Nkrumah ya. Yenya parliament bia minority majority. I ain't to say the Barcelona.
Barcelona frustrating minority the one with the Omoya Afenyo.
But Uncle
Privileges Committee.
No, just like this from. So in 1993,
but I think they are telling us how to use power.
1993 no more. 1993 MPP no money zero. 1993 MPP zero. No parliamentary candidate. There was no MP. 1993.
Yeah.
Because
your boycott too, you know.
Also, MPP survived. 7th January 1997. MPP did because it was a dossier.
Yeah, 66 or so.
For some no, about 2000 no. MPP for Horomo and woman sister something. Horomo said the church here Barcelona. Horomo kasang. Now where ever who there do come. Because in the 1997 98 no so champion no wo ho wahu na yiti mensa no wo ho etina omo so bebre no na omo kasa pa. But with this present crop of parliamentarians in the NDC me giri se binim kura kasa ma manfo ye be yo aben kasa biu pusi kasa me nyini so be kasa biu
bye bye
ane do me kwa benya
Akurugu.
Alekem
Akurugu.
Look. It is the firm akwase omo kodamba na the other. Me say no problem say MPP for no. In the worst case scenario, the MPP can decide say look, you contain nipa 20. wama kanyina wamuntina fie. And they were able to expose them to public ridicule and contempt. So when ministers are don't go camp you. Economic Tiago Serwaa. I said by me Maguire. Mr. My friend Tiago Serwaa. Oko Brazil or retire. Oko both Fluminense and Nasa Santiago. Oko. Look at how what we are going through as a country. A country yet to be a budget. Timika say, young for teacher for, young for nurses, namum ya better sanitary pad. Abba, why do we cheapen ourselves like that?
Sanitary pad, finance minister and Abba parliament, Abba say I have about 15 cities. And then also Kotobi, what could 2 unit price, 45
cities. Sanitary pad about 45 captured in the budget. This is perhaps the government, but this present NDC government there. No, because Professor Moss, baby, will be a Professor Moss in America currency. Professor Moss will not have entertained this type of characters, some of these characters. Professor Moss, a well-disciplined politician, a God-fearing politician, an honest politician, a truthful politician. Professor Monsa ye boni dina na masore. Professor Monsa ye boni dina ni media duane koma num na ka say Professor Monsa timfa duane nhyabanum memfa nhyamanum because oye nokure kani oye nyamsuro ni obuade opanipa. For me buzia manhunu biya but nyame kan for buzia ho ene nyame kan for Professor Monsa ho a nipa mienu wei make say yes me nyankopon nie. These are my mentors in life. Professor Moss, Kofi Abrefa Buzia. And then you better know. Ye kodi nyina ni abedru no Oheneba. Number 3 hanam kasa President Mahama jama wama mi afere Mahama wama mi afere. Because I praised you to the high heavens. I knew say Mahama wa be yadia mama na ye. Shababi ayanam Shasa Express Road asemia bedi
asenso atemi
okay sabi kafracho wasie for mpamacho wanima won kwa brochire da na asenso asem no kan no ubedi natem Express Road
kwa brochire da ena honorable Francis Asenso Boache asem o kan ubedi natem
because look anya se ba ben call that me buba bomfia nyon call that de onya kwani hu highway or autobahn
or motorway,
highway, autobahn.
M25, the A6.
Because you can use about 3 years to build an express road.
Now, when it's your bar, Hannah, say, wait, now you 6 years.
6 years, you can no one to say, Burkina Faso, Nino. Burkina Faso, Nino, no better me at the best 6 years. In Switzerland, mountains in the Bino, Bessa, Katokro ni train from. It took them 15 years. Even in Switzerland. It is up as our express road from Kumasi to Accra. But the Accra says in a minute and yagene. Because African politics and African intellectuals, African politicians. Obasoyan autobahn and a highway from Accra. Now I am for N2, N-way, what you see autobahns or highways or express road. No. Na sabi nkurabia mesrameka ben kwa brochire da on tena kamu autobahn so highway so edidan be kire very asanso
empasantman
am santimman mara ben wo Oheneba wafa bisu wa brochire.
Oh yes
me ma afa bisu wa brochire obi afa bisu wa brochire bia no me ka woni wosimu a ten no it took them a lot of years. Wamu transe, wamu plan. So
yabayempo a other than the existing one now, kunipa road crashes, road accident, deaths I record was
exactly.
Get it done.
Exactly.
And then
yes, no canono. Badjum bang. Obia yin sembo so men kombia badjum pian. Oba support ni asenso no cano. So say ye konongo and domasi afrim.
Yeah.
Ye anyinam afrim. Ye anyire si afrim. Nti ketimi ye no. We are in 2025. Then we can say, look, in 2035, we use the express route. Then you start now. Kwan baby adefa. Achase no kura bi wo ho no ma je so mkoko test.
Yes.
Sasase no.
Wo de test channel.
To test channel. Enti beti member say kwan no kura say yes express road da. Baby e be da no. From Ajoso to baby kura e be da no. E be about 20 kilometers. Well planted with matured minds. Mongana afuo. Say bloggers here to have kanti.
No answer be a camp.
Bloggers. Okay.
Onye Ghana.
You guys say Then you have a whole minister beating kase. Saansu na ne nananum kase bempe Kwame Nkrumah Akosombo. Regional minister o. Me da me money dini. Regional minister. I work with Brochire da. I was here there with Brochire. I work for autobahn so. I work for highways. Work for express route. Hey, now you going to say. Ya say fucha betie. Awurade Nyankopon ei. Oheneba. Na be di atana na vinim bloggers, we bloggers. Autobahn on fair bi da express road on fair bi da highway on fair bi da what. It is obi president akoko nketenkete. Akoko nketenkete. A national project. Awurade nyame. Enkoko no a President Mahama ayane ka ba no nyina. You go to Brazil, you go to Holland, you go to Denmark. Nkoko no nyina no 1.3 farm bi nkoko. Oh yes. 1.3 farm nkoko. Money Ghana, money your friend Ghana. And our own president no watch akoko no we awurade Nyankopon nei. No be aboje so. Na no me ba bebe be meat factory wo Bechem. I've been saying, sir, man fa banisika enkoye se adwuma no. Man fa banisika enkoye cathedral.
And boy, you know was saying same thing no. Says I go get na and it shouldn't be a banisika.
Was start anka MVP town da we am ka se mu fa banisika. Na go get let's go na be the man send be the man. Oh please, let's my encore
on the relaunch of NPP's
Okaku in Guinea. Look, I'm starting of this quotation. I see those who make peaceful change impossible.
Ghana government has condemned it.
So could you
welcome try it and then condemn.
Could you tell you know, in history, eons of years, I said those who make peaceful change impossible, they make violent change inevitable. Niki say, ba man satraye nensesaye maboko no. Ba ben ye no man satraye nensesaye eba gidi. This was the position of Socrates, Archimedes before Jesus Christ was born. And at what say. So you read about the French Revolution, ancient regime, the English Revolution, the American Revolution, the War of Independence. Go to the guns. The day Akai, go to the guns. They will tell you. You go to the people of Tachimai, present day Tachimai. They are woman and back all over the world. Now, it has been my position, sir. Baba wo krom no, beni yawo, beni say the best samban of violence or not. Don't weep for that. I remember when Okujato Blackwa was in opposition. He was always praising Papa V.
Yeah.
Papa V who ya crown Okujato Blackwa say ya man state barrier.
State barrier.
Well, state barrier say man from Kunadu Yamano, Namin she did well for women. On a man Maya very active in politics in Ghana. And Tekuradu Yamano, Namin Fancy. Coming back today. Then when a coup took place in I think 2022 in Mali. It NDC commentator see. Nanka biya si Ghana. Nanka biya wamanka. Oheneba wamanka. Wamanka. They were jubilating. Kuwasi Mali ni biya Ghana. Afedie. President Mahama yebe na guritu. Uma tuwari baye. Enuachi President Mahama Bevlo Latte lawyer. Bevlo Latte. Oh, yeah, me senior lawyer
to the Sahels.
To the Sahels. So Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Meboa. And I'm kind of Guinea by joining.
Yes, you said it.
I said it.
Yeah.
Guinea Conakry by joining. Make I say Togo and Fanahuma ECOWAS. You'll be flirting with them. President Mahama niame koso nse muhunu ekoso ogini bisawo ansa na ombeto aba no nyina obi ankasa wo okuja to abla kwa ankasa afi kuba ya ni President Mahama ni okuja to abla kwa eka no enya no na gini bisawo mo adwene ho as long as we have humanity, the lessons we've learned since Adam and Eve, and it said those who make peaceful change impossible, they make violent change inevitable. That's what you see Cameroon. Many bad J. Hey. That's what you see Cameroon. Many bad J. Enra oten yesi enra nopa. Bobby Wine in Uganda or Mukodamus. I should have 42 amani supporters new. Shani Akosua Uganda. President Mahama okuja tabla. African leaders sabi binum nyame betua moka nyame betua moka in the sense in Uganda hwene campaign Bobby Wine campaign kura ya emra nipa be nananum were shot to death in Uganda. In Tanzania more than 100 people died. As I'm talking to you now, Tanzania mama she has been indicted in ICC. Tanzania president she has been indicted. Crimes against humanity. African leader, apart from Pokagami, Nkwana condemn mameno. John Mahama went to Ghana. Na sabi kafrache. In some who say, I don't think African leaders Nkwana ye indicted or more international court. Now African leaders never indicted or indicted when. Look at the mess going on in Uganda. Look at what has happened in Benin. Constitution, you're changing from 10 years to 14 years. What is going on in Cote d'Ivoire? Open tour before. So ECOWAS, and you was some bonopo. So Guinea Bissau will join the Sahel state. But ECOWAS no cry on there. When you cry the Jerusalem, I cannot join ECOWAS. For what? ECOWAS for what? ECOWAS for it. But time as one.
Your next 10 minutes, let me share the relaunch of our constitution.
Relaunch of constitution. Maybe relaunch. Yeah, because you see, MPP is in November now.
Yeah,
they are entering December. Allow them to go for their primaries. Mati Koka. Nyawa krano. Mate ni video bi. And he took Nana B on. Wanya.
Yeah.
Wanya ti.
In fact, the first time who flyer no. I made a comment. Nana B called me and I told him.
Okay, said there.
No explanation.
Okay, said there.
Because.
Okay, said ka omun suspend there. Yeah. They should suspend it.
Because you see, I say can manu bom do.
Yes,
Acosta Patriotic Institute has started.
I mean, we shall not be lecture.
So why can't we wait? We have a major event.
This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Nero was fiddling around when Rome was on fire. And then this from by this is not the time. This is not the time for us to be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Hey, dear, Baumia, when dance yani, what matter what the Baba lunch no, Kokurabiasi Baumia campaign. I know Baumia and Timinka. Menamaka, Mena Kuma, Mentina, and Mafia Anye, for my brother, my younger brother to suffer. Why is my life? Why does life in me? Mentina ma Munyaminya Baumianu Bukata. People who have hidden agenda can go on. But I am saying
you think people have hidden agenda?
Mere. People who seem to have a hidden agenda. Yet you know, Munfibia, Muntiabia. What mera ubenya? Quiet campaign, kwa church man for Nientia Bantoma Baumia. Better Nanchi or my Yamama Lanche. We don't care. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Professor Zato, Dr. Donfe, Mwamukika Winano, Bugri, Baba Mando, Tampo, Master Planner, any Mwamukika Hono, Amadaku, Muntiabia, Afiakoto Muntiabia. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Baumia. SDF from Kwasorenda, Baumia, Nkramo from Konra, Baumia, a Christo from Bakochina, Baumia. Oba Relanche MPP Manifesto MPP and Constitution. Come on, please. They should give some of us break. Me all and Chaminko.
To say,
Minka said beyond from me. No beyond from me.
Yeah, creative baby to use it to milk the system.
Exactly.
Because of their own Tiasio.
Exactly.
We have such a major event.
Some of them no. Some of them no.
Why can't we wait?
Why
can't we wait so that you talk about we are? You have a flag bearer
who would chair.
And then as I did the prayer was near a flyer for some convenience to please somebody near the President Mahama Danado Atoso, we have to so. Then your 2024 candidate at the election, your surviving former vice president, where you're not to
let's concentrate on Baumia. Let's pray for Baumia. Let's fast for Baumia. Some cars are sort of for no Muamugunsa, no so Mungunsa Baumia. Muamuya Buddhist, Muampaya Baumia, Bahai, Obia Baumia. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. We will not be fiddling around when Rome is on fire. Oh, Yantiasia Nantiasia China. Nabagaza Baba Enina Yache. Mimi from people as in 1992. What you say? About 33 years ago. And I'm in the Abakokra. So please, MPP Fue. Mpemfona mo wankan and say bia munni ground so until munim ne ekoso. Because me ha sa wa mo patriotic institute ya say. Wo fra me sansa na beto about from say me mra me ka me nko.
NDC have presented this budget. As a gaps a womb loopholes.
National executives.
The national party.
Minim
as we speak. Minim our communication approach.
No, to
this 2026 budget. And as Obia na found also quarrelante constitution. For what? Is this the thing that we need to spend our time, our energy, our resources on? Budget here gaps a womb, their minority and can deliberately institute a team, a communication team responsible for education, related issues on the budget, health, security. You're dealing with it. Must acquire land. Let me they started patriotic. But I think school but the timing.
Don't want to pass to cry and patriotic institute no. But man find
can you you have lost focus, you don't know the clarity of direction. What the party new call and what to wanna Obia be the advance in that selection of what is all this?
We will not be federal when Rome is on fire. Now benim abufu amanfo buafu at the grassroots no. Send a amanfo buasia fu pa no and MPP no sababu fuwa. Ho me na msi party 1992 na mka ho. MPP for bufuwa. Ha wow we abaho.
Just you don't know what they are doing.
Sir,
remember do you know say nanwa omushia the aspirants. The election committee ni share aspirant no on this prosing one you know. There wasn't a conclusion. There was a sharp disagreement.
I see.
And then the Omuyan said Omo de Beko National Council. Because National Council and they authorize the election committee no mun to take a decision without into Omo de Bebaho. Exactly what you took. Obisi ye kona e National Council meeting na ye beka san komo no honom ye to so aba the other side will lose enti yemfre obisi so yemfre and national executive were attacked at the meeting o
sir
me say
was that national executive in there
Nana B JFK were attacked verbally at the meeting
obi na attack o man
yes
obi na attack o man
one of the aspirants
sir
you are not dealing with these issues. You are massaging the figures, issues, no?
So it looks like Omotama.
And near March, it's a near March movie say you will use it to make the system. What is this?
It looks like Omunina Omotama.
Oh,
just a party a quarter so there. The way I mean, who grassroots, no, or more responsible, no. Oh, and no interaction. Meaning is why you are clean and party a quarter so or metal betty. Now, what I foreseen is after 31st December, no. I be ura first February na ombeto aba no. Sa national executive simbia o me anti Baumia no. What I can foresee ni say Baumia when we are. O share comments I so especially ni koka no mom cause na enya easy for the party. Enya easy. Yeah. O share ni koka because o tie ni koka no kana. O say ya to aba wie 31st. First. Wow, we are national officer.
So there, obvious. Obi Obari ni bia no. Second, we he will make sure
national
get people who is comfortable with them. We can trust them as officers of the local election.
Not national among the co say
oh yes. And Obi Obari ni bia. Tina me na make wa say ye go to aba musum ye neutral. Ye two bia ye neutral. O coalition and for home for will be
after 31st no. District, regional, and national. No, the results of
the constituency, region, national. No,
the results of the 31st. No, a bachelor dimension.
Oh, of course. When you are there, it will determine about 60 to 70%.
That one, the Bimpoma and Yapokuno are saying that. Look, yay akamfo no, abusiano, yewom chochomcho.
Yes.
Na yewom ntete.
Niwama.
Niwama. So the Yapoku and Bimpoma are saying that Lumba ye.
Omune also mu ye.
Don't be ye.
Gomuna ye abusia.
Chochomcho. Niwama san ya abantinsu ni maybe. And that is going to another new dimension. Kura baba beti obere. Baba ye 16 for 18 for 19 for me tell me.
Na say ye to be in December.
Dem nkasa ye mpato.
Okay, men can say over asem no mudi akono. Say ye di asem na wie a.
What ye
to be ye no.
Yeah, because you see they are saying that it is the Yapoku Lumba Wafanimpo
should be the rightful Abusiapenyi.
And to them, they are saying that he is the head of the immediate maternal family. And that Abusiapenyi no kodia dance ma Odo Broni no. Oh yeah, tentene. Abusiapenyi tentene.
External family.
External muwa. And therefore, by the Akan tradition and Akan custom, it is the immediate maternal family of Lumba, headed by Yapoku, who has that responsibility to organize the funeral of Daddy Lumba. And they have applied for another interlocutory injunction to injunct Abusiapenyi no kodi adanse ma Odo Broni no. And in all cases,
adia busuafo yi de me yi ni say mo de asema ko court mo sign ahimfie ho de asema ko court mo de akọ back to ahimfie mo sa ko court
me kra
na de mo yam hui
me kra na was surprised so that is the maker law no na me di we fam because
me
pelumba
judgment na ba nra no me de na me wo team no Odo Broni me comment for now. I want to have a feel of the judgment, read it before I can make an opinion about it.
Okay.
Because these are interesting times, and no, me say Lumba successfully wrote his name in the music industry as a legend. Now, successfully, what's happening there about Ghana Law Report?
But I believe that,
and he will be quoted. So the case will be quoted from days to come. They say the amount of money my certificate.
No, but see, I've been following among folks. I mean, you must say no, the I'm in Penica because you know, I'm in Penica. But you see, the law is that each case must be considered on its own merit.
Its own merit.
Yeah. So
it is not generally applicable to
every case.
Other subsequent cases. Okay.
More memman and man mosu memman and man so mohim a francano memman and maya noa more bodom mufrangara namusha mufra brisino mamon kase lumba diano sa judge na kan seya
a chebusu bisi asana
and sada because the judge assigned reasons why she
tell me say especially Osaya Oba.
Yeah,
what make it this
the
judgment?
Judge assigned reasons why she thought.
To me, because me that judgment didn't read you.
So for me, I don't want to, but once I'm told, said they have filed an appeal. But I mean, I'm so much particular about the
current injunction application. No?
Yeah, because it looks like we need to be very careful in this society, the accounts. And you know, for far too long, we are abusing Adidie.
Yeah.
We are abusing Adidie. So be what? Therefore be Efrebusiano, baby biama, wabediade. It is dangerous. My position is that it should always be the immediate family relation. It is very, very important. So now, with a man showing about your nan one day, about several Abusua Penny,
confused to
pass several bank and so.
Sir,
but a bank and come home. Now, I think it's car bank.
Bank does say.
So, Lumba Foundation is a can honor. So they don't want the money. So
and I'm going to say abroad Francis. There be say asemino Luba asemino. I think the 14th and on here TV. Obo koko say man wo mu ya marriage certificate no. And yes simple easy say ukra marriage certificate ntino waja wari akwatena baby na obaby abetena kunu obabre no ho.
In one case
it can be
like
considered. Judgment the
judge also assigned reasons why she also was of the opinion say certificate krampa mpo sojitum krampa mpo wanyantum ojitum better say it was not notarized this and this but mpo was certificate the judge assigned reasons why so bisu banyano dondo she qualifies to be considered as a wife.
We say a football and Quebec as a training development fee. Any jam Odo Broni, no.
I don't want us to. And that, but in the end, who say, Baby, dear Chirabe, come to Quabebo. Hey, what is
that? And grow.
So, the
and I want to say, and yes, it Akosua Serwaa for no. The machines. Machines a good care of Mukoye say, Omudi Bima. Komu bo exams wo court na nim ho.
Asa. That's all.
Ghana the increase stress could be
I mean in particular means as a sociologist, anthropologist and historian. I'm particular about judgment in a buy and fine. We also say if you are not a member of the immediate maternal family, can you organize the funeral of Lumba? You understand? Where ya poku and Bempoman say, look, yan Bempoman say minimum. Bibedia dia me Bempomano. Neba unimsa. Bempomano ba ana Bempomani ni man bi ba. And a bear of a Lumba wofano or Nibedia dear. And therefore, ya be ye yani Lumba. Cotton the man you nubenya kuna we agree. We don't want to dispute this because after all we were not parties. We agree. Be a ye so Bempomani Bempomamba and a Bempoman yamano and a Bemma and a Yapoku say Mimo Fasia Pan and Lumba Minya Baba any Lumba ya.
I have not Broni be Akosua. Say, Abzapenny Yapuko, and over confused you so I heard Chira Bohoka, Akrakaniam Habesine. This is Akosua Serwaa, Odo Broni Afenyo, and I can say,
no, you see, the Akosua Serwaa one, the rate was not issued by the family.
Yeah.
And therefore you cannot blame Yapoku and Bempoma. They were not parties.
Yes, the moon.
They were not parties.
They were
not parties.
With a super legend, the power.
You see what I'm saying? They were not parties, and therefore you cannot say now say Yapoku call motion for join that to join. Yapoku could call motion say yes one Odo Broni Afenyo when ye no be asam frebi Yapoku so media dance here. Anyway, so this morning, Mama.
Anyway,
the last one, me call your mammy Aquamudiano.
Aquamu, yes, last week.
So, some catch say, Quaudiano, dear, that's a bread Aquamuabuaten. In law, he is the chief, validly selected, elected, nominated, and stooled and gazetted. And he is the chief, he's the paramount chief of Kwau. And as far as the law is concerned, the law is on his side. Maybe the substantive matter no be nwie wa hunya mechere no Oheneba mami wi akwamudia no na mi wi akwamudia me se na ba history any law bi o kitwa bi because Ghana asem here but history ni law ni here. Now like I said ya answer family in Akwamu and then ya abotwe there was even a point in time where obi be di akonya no e wa Akwamu a no nkan ya abotwa abusuan no nkan ya answer so abusuan. And interestingly no ono kra de nan maame was from ye ever but ne papa na na free ya abotwa abusuan na obedi akonya no. That is place where I'm catching from 1733 to 1992 no for kesianwa ya answer abusuan. And that the Akwamu Adriana and Yinawase family, Atimokwa family, Ababa Esumija Fono, Baniba Yansere, Abadi Kofia Koto Dia Kunyano. But the Yabo family no Yabuabo, like I said, they call her Nibirim Tiro, like the Abuabo people. And there were about 3 or 4 groups who were there. So that talks about the Akwamus. So whether it is Yaboke or whether it is Yansere, Ayadriana.
Okay.
That is one thing. Now, next topic be my baba. Look, next time me ba, what we say? What we can tam, Emma was set a process of disturment. Money in law. Me can bant my hand and choma. No. Me can bant my hand and choma. It is a process.
Okay.
Me can otum front and kasiye. Saudi akwanya na enye. It is a process. Owo sunyane domasia. I say number 2 me can domasi kwasiada. Kwasiada na be kun kwa machire no. It is a process. In the chieftaincy, especially among the accounts, it's a process.
Instead we initiate asem court.
It is our initiate asem court. And that people don't know. So sometimes the argument me say, okay, me ka tepa baako ya. Me ka dia nkwanta fiada. Me ka pecheb mpete ni breme. Me ka asuboy ya wada. Ano ntam no dia bebre. Me ka tafo henenwa.
Mase tafo.
Yeah.
Nenwa.
Yeah. And tafo.
And nenwa de rai.
Baby. Tafo hene dia no. Emu ye deep is that it will take me more than 1 hour just to tafo hene ntam no. It will take you more than 1 hour.
I see.
Yes. Tafo hene unlike
let's have a day to deal with this entam and the reasons behind and then what goes into it. I think we should have a day. One day.
Right. Like achima buakwa ono ne de mpete
mpete eno ye de
ahin hini bi wo ha oyare pete.
Okay. Mpete
ne be man kwatena baabi no wuye ntam no bia ni ho akanfo no bia ni ho ne ntam no oye kwa
izasema
asankese tapale ole baako ya tapade no bia nkwata re fiada
tafo nwa
and that tafo nwa no this ntam tafo nwa no is older than the formation of the Ashanti Kingdom in 1700. Tafo nwa anyini chane Ashanti man of 1700.
I see.
Tafo Bantama ntuma. Bantama hene ntuma.
Ntuma yere kwabuchie.
Mwadru pa. Kos domase kwasieda. Sa kwasieda ne beku kwamna kire.
No your hene.
He was hanged here in Kumasi here. He fought on the side of Yasantua. He was one of the generals of Yasantua. He killed a lot of people during the Yasantua War. So he was captured 17th November 1900. He was captured in Atronie. He was hanged on Sunday. Monday, ne amnesty by Abroche hima de benyano.
Yekunu kwasieda no.
Yekunu kwasieda.
Monday na amnesty by.
Na amnesty by Abroche hima de benyano. Ne ba yakuna wi.
Wow.
Yes, and history has it said that very day Nukroma that was 24th November 1900. Etibaso bantam no. Bechem mpeteni breme. So the next time I think we will use one whole because emudo anya hafo nko all over the Akan states. Ntam me kobi manti asate front time back no. What I say? When I said
we should have a day to look into
when I said the was
the genesis of this Ntam and then the reasons behind.
When I said the was crossing the river private kunu no ko to call them kobi so manti oboa because I felt that
asem e was your boss.
Ya bosso
me kobi so manti
kobi and so manti.
I see.
Yes.
Yanko yenim na fe yanko hwe Ghana